We will look at just-in-time compilation, and the focus is on the Java virtual machine, and especially the Hotspot just-in-time compiler. We will also note some limitations of just-in-time compilation. The Java virtual machine is not only used for Java, but for other languages as well, and most widely known is perhaps that it's used for Scala, but also Ruby, Python, Lisp, and Scheme. The Java virtual machine is, the implementation is called Hotspot, and it comes from another virtual machine called Strongtalk, which was used for one of the first and most important object-oriented languages, Smalltalk. And it was used for research for another object-oriented language called Self. Then it was at Sun, Microsystems. Sun is the creator of the Spark architecture and the Solaris operating system, and it was later bought by Oracle. It was one of the pioneers in shared memory multiprocessors. And of course it's known for Java as well. Okay, so the Hotspot compiler was used since 1999 as the Java virtual machine, and it's the default VM since Java 1.3. It's written in C++ and not in Java, as one might have expected, but also in assembler. Okay, due to it's partly written in assembler, it's not so portable, obviously. Well, it's sufficiently not unportable, so that there is another project called ICE-T, which is without assembler code, and that supports Power and ARM. The Java bytecode machine model, it's a stack machine. The purpose of that is to make the code more compact, since the operands are implicit. Well, that's quite obvious, but it's actually more difficult to make an optimizing compiler for a stack machine. And about at the same time, Bell Labs, creator of C, C++, transistors, and Unix and other things, they also designed a virtual machine for the next operating system after Unix. After Unix, they worked on Plan 9 and then Inferno. What's interesting in that virtual machine are two things. Firstly, that the kernel can start programs in the bytecode, and secondly, and more interesting, is that it's a register-based machine, which makes optimizations much more simple to perform. To optimize Java bytecode, therefore, Hotspot translates it to a register-based machine.